What is up, everybody? This is Taylor Namahoy coming to you from my room, and welcome to my YouTube channel, everybody. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you hit that notification bell so that you do not miss anything from me. So, I haven't been posting any vlogs since January, but I have been posting a lot of music videos, so if you've been watching them all this time, thank you so much for your support. And since I haven't been vlogging, I just thought I would go ahead and share with you guys just a quick little life update, because my life has been crazy. I've been thriving, I'm not depressed or anything, my mental health has been better than it has been, so I'm doing really well. So the first thing that I wanted to update you guys on is I've actually been going to a new church. It's not in the town that I currently live in. It's in Moscow. I have to drive 20 minutes to, well, actually it's 15 minutes to church every Sunday basically. And I gotta tell you this right now. I absolutely love my new church. I've been making a lot of friends. I've been less lonely than I used to be. It's such a healthy church, and I'm very blessed, with the leadership and the pastors and everything, and all the friends that I've been making and the different ministries that they do. We started attending that church since November of last year, so we've only been going for a few months, and we're not members just yet, but Lord willing, I'm hoping we can become members very soon. And I also joined the church choir there as well. I mean, when I started doing choir in high school, I sang in a church choir for a bit before I went to college and everything, and now I'm starting to do that again. So there is a youth choir, a teen choir, and an adult choir, and I'm singing in the adult choir and everything. So I just had meditation today, and I had a solo, which was pretty exciting, nothing too shabby or anything. And I also sang last week too, so I had to go to early service again. So typically I'll go to late service with my family when I'm not singing, but when I am singing for meditation, I'll typically go to early service by myself. So yeah, it's been very fun. Probably the best amateur choir that I've sung in today, probably because there's some people that I know from college and the choirs that I've been in that do it as well. They're just very musical people. I feel like my new church definitely has pretty much the most musical congregation that I've ever sung in. Everybody basically knows how to sing. It's literally insane, and I'm just so blessed to be singing along with them, so shout out to you all. And then I recently taught my first group music class outside of CSMI, so if you've been following me for a while, I did Chennai Summer Music Institute, which was the Kodai music teacher training program that I did at my college. So I did that for 3 summers, and I graduated last year, and so now I've been teaching outside of that. So my new church, which is called Trinity Reformed, they have these classes called dot cards, basically. So it's free music classes for all the choristers, for youth, teens, and adults and everything. So I recently started helping with that. I taught 4 boys some music last week, and that went really well. They were very competent and everything. And I'm also planning to teach the older kids and the adults as well. I'm still trying to observe classes and see what that looks like and everything, and then she'll have me start teaching those age groups and everything. So that's been a whole lot of fun. I've only been teaching for a little over a year now, so this is my 2nd year of teaching. My private guitar business is doing really well. I just started with a new student yesterday who happens to be my age, who also happened to be in my class as well when I was in college. And we've hung out a few times in high school, so I'm so glad that she has joined the Mike Kailoa fam. So a huge shout out to her. She did amazing during her first lessons. After her joining, I currently have 6 students right now. And my oldest right now is 59, going on to 60, which is really crazy. I love all my students so much. They work really, really hard. They work their butts off, and life happens. Sometimes, they don't get a chance to practice, but I always encourage them, like, hey, if your schedule is so hectic right now, just take at least, 15 to 30 minutes a day to practice, or maybe even an hour, and then just do what you gotta do, man. Another thing that I've been focusing on is I'm actually saving up for a $3,000 concert classical guitar. Pretty crazy, right? And you're probably just thinking like, girl, you're 22, you can't even afford that. Well, I'll be able to if I worked hard. And so since I've been having to save up that amount of money, my budget has been very limited at the moment. So that means I can't really buy anything that's unnecessary. Don't spend too much money on going out. Like, I'll still go out, but just don't do it too much. No partying. Don't buy too much alcohol. Don't buy too much jewelry. I mean, I got plenty. Just buy what you think is necessary. And I've already kind of been doing that, but I kind of just especially have to, be way more careful if I want to get the instrument of my dreams. So my original plan was to go to GSI in Santa Monica, California. That stands for Guitar Salon International. And I was going to go back to California and visit family, do all the usual stuff, right? And then I will go to GSI in person, and I would choose the right $3,000 guitar for me. So I was going to do that. But then reality kind of struck me, and I can't really afford to go in person. So GSI has this policy where you borrow the guitar for 48 hours. So they'll ship it to you at your home, and you can try it out at your house just to see if it's the right one for you or not. So that's basically what I'm going to do. I have to prepay for the shipping and everything. They're going to send it to me, and I'll just decide if it's right for me or not. I feel like my main concern is if the first guitar that I try out doesn't work for me, they'll have to send me another one and everything, and I'm not really sure on if that one's gonna work out or anything, I just hope I'm not spending too much money on, shipping, but I am gonna be careful. There's actually a model right now that I'm interested in trying out, and it's by a luthier named Wolfgang Hellinghaus, and it's $3,000, so it's in my budget, and it's based off the model of a guitar that Andrew Segovia played. So that's pretty crazy, and I've listened to the recording so many times, and I'm like, this might be the one, he could be the one for me, But we'll see what happens. I've just been praying about it. I've been trying to save up my money. I've been trying to be wise with it. If you guys don't know what my living situation is, I currently still live with my parents, so I'm not having to pay any rent, but I have paid for my car and everything. I've done all the usual stuff that adults go through, except I don't have to pay rent, which is a huge blessing. But who knows? Maybe one day I would want to move out. However, we are planning to go to California in July during the summer because my uncle is getting married on Independence Day, which is really insane. So I am getting a new aunt, which is really, really amazing. And I'm also getting 2 new cousins because the girl that my uncle's marrying has 2 teenage daughters. And I've gotten to know his fiance pretty well when I went to California last year for my aunt's 40th birthday. And she's such a sweetheart. She's really nice. I'm still trying to get to know her better and my future new cousins. So it's just unbelievable that, my uncle's finally going to get married because he's been single for a long time. And so, Uncle Tommy, I am super happy for you and congratulations. I don't mean to be super rude or I'm not trying to shame y'all, but I'm generally not a fan of weddings on holidays. It just doesn't do it for me or anything. Last year, I got to play at my first wedding, and it was on Valentine's Day. And that kind of makes sense because, Valentine's Day is a very popular holiday to get engaged or get married and just public declarations of love and couples and romance and everything. And so I was very blessed to do that. And even the bride, who was Jocelyn Schrader, she encouraged us to wear Valentine's Day colors to her wedding. And that was really, really great. And that was just such an amazing wedding. Like, so well done. But if you're going to get married on America's 250th birthday, then that means no barbecue, no fireworks. I mean, you could use the fireworks for, the send-off, when they go on their honeymoon and everything. But if I was the one getting married, I would want my wedding anniversary to be on a different date. I could remember it for the rest of my life, so I wouldn't want to get married on Independence Day. And I also wouldn't get married on my birthday either, because if it's my birthday and then it's also my wedding anniversary, it's I'm getting, too much attention, oh, happy anniversary, oh, and happy birthday, That's just my opinion, and if you're getting married on a holiday, that's totally fine, but in my opinion, I would rather do it on a separate date, but he is my uncle, I have to be happy for him, he's all my support, and so hopefully, when we go to California, I can try and film that for you guys, but I'm just letting you know, my 4th of July celebration will be at a wedding. And then another huge milestone that I have hit in my career this year is that I will be heading to Austin, Texas for Tommy Emmanuel's guitar camp, which is really crazy. So if you don't know who Tommy Emmanuel is, I've covered many of his songs, ever since I was 17 years old, and I've known him my whole life. I remember seeing his TED Talk, right before I got into music, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I'm playing all these, difficult songs. I'll be going to Austin, Texas to get some guitar lessons from him and grow with these musicians alongside me, and I'll also be taught by John Knowles and Trey Hensley and all these other, super talented guitar players, and I'm, so looking forward to it. It's basically gonna be boot camp, but it's gonna be more tailored to my instrument. I really liked teacher training boot camp, but a guitar boot camp, that's probably gonna be way more life-changing for me. It's gonna be nuts, And the best part about it all is, it's non-competitive. They're gonna split us up into smaller groups based on our level, so I'll probably be, in the advanced one, and I'll be staying at a hotel that's, near the Fairmont, but not necessarily at the Fairmont, because it was just cheaper for my parents to get a timeshare from my grandma. That's where I'll be staying. So I paid for the whole tuition, baby. I'm telling you, I'm working hard, I'm not just sitting down in my butt and playing video games, That's kind of what my life has been like. I'm sorry I haven't been able to vlog or anything, but I have had time to do music videos, and I wanted to do a actual show on the new season of American Idol because I have been watching season 24 of American Idol, and it's been so much fun. It's been okay. There's been some average singers, but then there's some ones that, that literally stood out to me. Brayden was definitely the standout this week for me, which was awesome. He sang I'm Not the Only One by Sam Smith, and that song was perfect for him. You've been reading my Idol review blog posts that I've been doing on my community tab. You can tell, how much I've been rooting for him. Brayden is so talented. Unique, gorgeous tone, and he kind of does remind me of Clay a little bit. I am a huge Clay Aiken fan, and he does have a little bit of Clay energy to him. I've also been rooting for Madison. I've been rooting for many other great singers, basically. If you want to know my thoughts about each new episode of American Idol, just hop on over to my community tab page. I've been posting these blog posts every Tuesday. I just haven't had time to do an actual show, kind of like what Clark Beckham's been doing, is because, like I said, life has been busy. Wednesdays are now my busiest days because I have 2 students that day, and then I have my music classes that I teach, and then I have choir the same evening, so it's literally insane. That's basically my life update for you guys all. Thank you guys so much for your support. My channel is still really small right now, but we're getting close to 150 subscribers, which is amazing. Shout out to you all. I'm just hoping that you stick around for more musical content and everything. I'm gonna let you guys go, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and you hit that notification bell so that you do not miss anything from me. And as always, I hope to see you in the next video. See you later, peeps. Bye.